Hi guys, welcome back to the Shannon Show. So today's video is going to be a story time of my 21st birthday. So today, as I'm uploading this, it's actually my birthday. And I just wanted to kind of like reminisce about my 21st birthday. It was very eventful. I actually have a special guest with me. I have Frankie with me on the line.
Hi.
Live from Dallas. So she was, obviously I went out with her, but a lot of the stuff I can't even remember, girl. So Frank is gonna help me out with some of the memory loss. So yeah, so I guess we can start it off with like the day before. The first error of my way. So we went to like Starbucks and I had I had a large caramel frappe, and I don't
even remember that.
I had a brownie, and then we were driving. I remember we went to Goodwill, and then I think we went, and then you drove to McDonald's, and I remember you saying if I wanted anything, and I said no, I'll get something after we go out, because.
And then you end up never going to McDonald's.
Yeah, because you know McDonald's and stuff and fast food. Like first off, I wanted to reserve that for my like burger tour / McDonald's international tour, and then second, I was just thinking like, yeah, like I'll just eat after the night out. Like that's what I usually do. Like back in London when I go out, I just, you know, if I didn't have time to eat something properly, I'll just get like a takeaway as I come back from like a kebab shop or KFC if it's still open, or McDonald's. So I just thought, yeah, we'll go like McDonald's or something after. And I was just thinking, and also because I remember you kept telling me like, do you want to eat something, I was like, no, just eat after. And I was just thinking, you know, I didn't want that bloat for my 21st birthday pictures. So
that's the truth.
I wanted to just save the bloat till after, like, you know, once you're taking your pictures, you know, it doesn't matter what you look like, but I just wanted to look, you know, nice for my 21st birthday pictures for Instagram, you know. But yeah, I definitely recommend and also another thing to mention is I was a law-abiding citizen when I went out there. Obviously in London you can drink at 18. But I was a law-abiding citizen, so I didn't actually drink until my 21st birthday. So I didn't even have like, you know, I didn't even have a kind of time or a situation where I could kind of like test it out to kind of see my boundaries, because American alcohol and UK alcohol is not the same. I'll start off saying American alcohol and UK alcohol is not the same. Like whenever I used to see on Twitter, like people would just be like drinking like the littlest bit of alcohol, and then they'd be like, oh, this person's gonna be gone, or this person's gonna be this down for the count. Like I always thought that they were just exaggerating, but but yeah, I'll get onto that later. So
we both were not prepared.
So we had been driving around, living our best life in Dallas, and then I remember we were getting to go out, and I literally could not be asked. But I was like, I can't not go out on my 21st birthday. Like I'm literally in Texas, in a whole different country. I remember I made you do my makeup. You remember? I made.
Yes, I did her makeup. I freaked you.
So she did my makeup. She hooked me up. And then obviously I already had bought my birthday dress with me, and then I remember, and then we ordered the Uber to the club.
Oh my god!
Because obviously we were going to be drinking. She obviously couldn't drive us back. So, well, you obviously couldn't. I'm saying she, like you're not even here. Obviously you couldn't drive us back, so we took the Uber.
What our Uber driver did was also illegal, but hilarious.
Yeah. Should we just say what she did? Like, we're not going to show her. Nobody knows.
I mean, you can say, because if not, we'd never find her again.
Yeah, it's not like whatever. Basically, so we got. Yeah.
I will say though, the Uber driver that took us back still follows me on Instagram.
Who followed? Girl, no. You need to explain this later in the story. You need to explain that later. Okay. So we got into the Uber, and our Uber driver was really nice. Like, you know, I was telling her it's my first time going out, and she gave me basically she had this illegal business going on in her car. But she was selling drink to everybody. Like, that was her little side hustle, being an Uber. You're actually not allowed. But,
okay, but the worst part was she didn't accept Cash App, only Venmo.
yeah, and then she was just having a deep ass conversation. Like, you could tell she was really bored.
She was definitely crashing the vibes.
Yeah, she's definitely one of those Uber drivers that love to talk and like want someone to talk to. But yeah, she gave me a free drink, so. And I remember she was saying, this is already the era. I remember her saying very clearly that it's 99% proof. And I think it was like a 100ml bottle, was it?
Yeah.
It was like a mini 100ml bottle of, I think it was, I don't know what it was, but it was like peppermint or whatever flavor. I think it was beer.
It's called
Rumple. She gave me that for free. And she was like, it's 99% proof. And I remember hearing that. And I was thinking, 99% proof? That can't exist. She's probably just trying to sell her product or whatever. I'm just thinking maybe she's just trying to gas up her product so she sells more. But I'm just hearing 99% proof. And obviously it's 100ml and I'm just guzzling it like it's juice. And then on top of that, we had already had some strawberry beer or whatever it was. And we would as well. And I remember, and then after we got out, and I remember obviously we couldn't take the drink inside the club. So we were just finishing as much of the strawberry beer as we could. And nothing has hit me yet. Nothing has hit me yet.
Nothing as of yet.
And so bear in mind, I'm drinking the strawberry beer, which already has mad measurements in it anyway. And top of, I've just guzzled down this thing that's 99% proof, so 99% alcohol. And I'm just drinking
you
everything.
You also have to mention too, I only had turned 21 just a month prior to you visiting.
Yeah.
And I didn't test everything out either. So I'm unaware of everything that's about to happen to you as well, and to myself.
So then
the blind leading the blind.
I know. The blind leading the blind. And then I remember we started taking pictures. We started taking selfies on the street. Do you remember?
Yeah, people were getting into our pictures too.
Yeah, people will get. I hate people who jump into pictures. So annoying. So rude, so tacky. And it's like you're jumping into the picture and you don't even blend in. So you just look off. It's not cute.
I think we did really get some beautiful pictures of you.
Yes, before I lost it, honey.
Oh yeah, before you did, like
yeah, and before the humidity hit my weave.
Blowing in your hair, everything was just lovely.
I know, and the thing is, my weave was bad anyway, and
but in the picture it wasn't.
It was fine, but at the end of the night, my weave looked so raggedy.
Oh, at the end of the night, girl. No comment. It ends very poorly.
So we take our selfies, we take our last like swig of the strawberry beer, and then we just like left it on the side. And I remember we came back to it and it was empty. Oh no, somebody took it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was gone.
Somebody stole it. Such ratchet behaviour. And so then we go inside one club and it just wasn't our type of club. And also, nobody said happy birthday to me when they were checking my ID, which is so rude. So yeah, we went inside the club and it was just one of those clubs where it was like nobody was really kind of dancing. It was kind of like people watching club. Like nobody was really having authentic fun. So we were just like, maybe we should let's just go to another bar, because it was like a place where there was like loads of bars.
Yeah, it was called Uptown Dallas, and it's like a bar hopping area. But the thing about Dallas and that area, it's a little bit more bougie. So usually the music that is being played is EDM.
Yeah.
And then we didn't really go to, I guess, or you'd consider like the dancing places, because those places would be a mixture of like a strip club probably.
Oh yeah.
Or
we should have gone to a strip club.
Too ghetto.
Yeah. We should.
And we weren't about to do that.
Really? You'd never want to go to a strip club?
It wasn't I didn't want to go. It's just like I just heard really bad things about
it was an equality
like,
one.
Things happen to people, like people OD, or there's like weapons brought in. So I was like, we don't have fun. We don't have too much fun.
Yeah, we're not trying to die out here. Okay. So then after that, we're just like, we're not really feeling this place. And then we go outside, and that's when we meet Francesca's best friend.
Shut up.
Right.
That was your best friend too. Don't put that just on me.
So we remember things differently. I remember us, and then we were deciding if we were gonna stay in the area or gonna go somewhere else. And then out of nowhere, some like 30-year-old white male came up to Francesca. Came up to Francesca, girl. All the white men were loving you up that night.
No.
And he came up to us, and he was like, I don't know what he said. I think he just said, do you want to get some drink? Something along those lines. And then we went to some bar, and then I think he got us some shots, and then obviously Francesca was like, oh, it's my, what did you introduce me as? Your cousin, or? Yeah, it's my cousin's 21st, and they were like, oh yeah, we should buy you some shots, it's your birthday.
The whole group.
Yeah, so then on top of what we've already had, so we've already had strawberry beer. We already had the strawberry beer, and we've already had the 99% proof, whatever the woman in the Uber gave us, and then we're having shots. I think I had 2 shots. So that's on top of what I'd already had. So I'd had 2 shots by now. And then after that, we were just kind of just chilling there, and then it's a thing where like this guy is not going away.
Oh my gosh.
This guy is like still here. So then we get up to leave, and he's there now following us, and then we get out, and then now me and Francesca are speaking in Lingala, like saying like, how the hell are we gonna get rid of this guy? So then my plan was now the alcohol's starting to set in, so I'm not walking as straight, but I'm still quite conscious. And my plan was to go back to the club that we went into at the beginning, because there was a lot of people there, and then lose him in the crowd and then come out and go somewhere else. That was my plan. So then we went back to the other club, but the bouncer wouldn't let us in. I think he said I was too drunk. Did you say we both were too drunk, or I was too drunk?
I was trying to make sure that, I was trying to do the talking, but then your walking was not straight.
So yeah, he wouldn't let us in. But I kind of just feel like he didn't want to let us in because we were with a white guy, and he was black. And he was like, I ain't helping you sisters. I ain't helping you traders. I was just thinking like, come on, man, come on, brother. We should have said, look, we're trying to ditch this guy. Can you let us in? So yeah, so now we're on the street and we're stuck with him.
Don't say it like that.
Because he just wasn't taking a hint. Like anyone by now, you can see we're trying to like walk away from you and you're following us. Like you should have took the hint. And then it was kind of like, we're cussing him out now in Lingala, and he's like trying to like laugh along with us, like trying to repeat what we're saying, like trying to be involved. And we were just like, wow. Ooh. So then what happened? Then we go to another bar.
We do.
And then what was your plan? You can explain your plan since it was your plan.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm over here ugly laughing on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm trying to rethink everything clearly because this was about a year ago. At this point, we're not having fun anymore. We're very uncomfortable because this person is continuously still following us.
Mm-hmm.
We try to get into that first club that was going well, so we go to the second one that's just as populated. And my plan at this moment, where my head is currently at, I'm thinking we're just going to show up in this place and we're going to mess our way in with a random group and just act like those people are our friends.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm very confused, but Shannon is terribly confused. And there's this guy there. He looked like he had on that like Justin Bieber type of fashion, the holy long shirt that goes along the back and like the black Balenciaga striped jeans and like the Jordan Air Max, whatever. He just looked like typical douche.
Yeah.
So I just go up to him and I start talking to him like we're friends. And then of course Shannon's talking to him too. He goes along with our plan, but it's like now he gets like really confident and cool, I guess, because he has two girls talking to him.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I can remember. I don't remember him looking like dressing like Justin Bieber, but I can remember you kind of like hugging him, and then like as you're hugging him, telling him, "Look, we're trying to get rid of this dude, play along." And then obviously, then he actually goes away. The guy goes away for like 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, and then suddenly he's sitting next to me and like smiling at me, and now I'm thinking, oh my fucking god, because he knows I'm drunk, but I'm still aware enough to know, like, I'm thinking to myself, if you don't get the fuck ASAP, but I'm too drunk to actually say it. I'm too drunk to say it. So now I'm thinking like this, you are actually creepy. Like there is no excuse for this behavior. You're not a hormonal 18-year-old. You are like, you look like at least 35. And if you're not, that's your own problem. But you look old enough to know. You look old enough to know that we aren't interested. We're not interested.
Yeah. And so the person that, it's like, I can't explain it, but pretty much that whole night and even the other times we went out, people instantly just, make you part of their group. Like, you go to the next place with them. Yeah. It's like, they entourage hop like that. Yeah. I don't know if it's like that in the UK, but here, they do that. So, we join this person's group, and then there's other guys that are in that group too. Mm-hmm. And they start defending us from the person that was following us, but the person that was following us is obviously mentally ill.
I definitely think he's like got an obsession issue.
Trying to take on these three guys.
What, was he trying to fight them?
Huh?
Was he trying to fight them?
Yeah. Well, he's like, they're arguing with him. He's still like arguing instead of just walking.
Yeah.
And then I think finally those guys realize, they're like, whoa, we're getting heated and we're trying to get involved in something that has nothing to do with us. They didn't put up a fight at first. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, this is not a problem, So
yeah, we came up for a good time.
They start to walk away. So at this point, I'm like, security.
I remember the security.
So luckily, the security we go to is an African dad.
Yes. Thank God.
So we explained to him all that drama. He gets angry.
Yeah, I remember him like probably being very stern.
He scares this guy, but at this point, Shannon is
I'm fucked. I'm gone. Literally, I can just remember from him smiling at me to us being at the security.
So, mind you, before you get hungry and we do go to that restaurant, we get 2 lectures. So we get a lecture from the Justin Bieber guy, and he was like, don't just let any creepy person buy you drinks. And I was like, no, it wasn't. That was not the case.
Yeah,
it was was a group of people that got us drinks. There's no way for us to know that person was going to be mentally ill. So it wasn't like we were trying to bump drinks, because that person was acting like they got us a bottle or something.
Exactly.
And then the security guard had said, since it is Dallas, we were very tiny people, you and I. We shouldn't be traveling as just a couple.
Yeah.
So he was saying that it would be safe for us to just go as two people. It's such a big city. We look extremely young. It's just gonna make us a target for someone, as in the person we encountered.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we go to a restaurant after that.
So we go to a restaurant because I'm hungry, but it's too late. They're not serving food anymore. We got talking to some new people, and then you were speaking in a different accent.
Mind you, though, those new people were talking to you originally.
Oh, but I just wasn't talking
Because
back.
my back was turned to them.
Oh yeah, I remember saying I was hungry and that I needed to eat.
Yeah, so I'll say what I remember from that, and then you can proceed. So at this point, I'm starting to get excited because you're coming back into consciousness. I'm like, oh man, thank goodness. I'm still not where I need to be though, okay?
Yeah.
Whatsoever. But I'm coming back into I'm slightly coming back into consciousness, so I'm like getting relieved, like, oh my gosh, because I was in this very confused frenzy, pretending like I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then you left. I don't know where you were, and I was nervous as to when you're coming back. So we keep going to the bathroom because we have to pee. We probably go to the bathroom like 5 times in the 30 minutes that we're at this place. In the state I'm in, I feel left out because Shannon has this accent.
And you kept showing them my passport. You're like, she actually is British.
Yeah, because I don't know why, but people weren't believing that she was British.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? How about I actually put on an accent? So I looked at put on an accent the whole time. I can't remember everything they're talking to us about.
I can't remember either.
They give us Adderall though.
Yeah, and then I remember that part. I remember you tried to give me it, and then I was just, in my head I was thinking, what the hell has just been put in my mouth? And I remember saying I don't want it. And I was like, I don't know what this is. What this is, Molly. I don't know what the hell this is. I was like, shoot. And I remember you saying, just take it, it's going to help you concentrate. And then I was like, that just made me even more scared. I was like, concentrate? Is this what the fucking cocaine pill? Like, concentrate?
It was just really bad.
And then I remember the restaurant closed.
Yeah, and they wanted us to go with them, and we were like, no.
Nah, I was finished. I was absolutely finished. So I wanted to just go home at that point. And then I remember I just felt my stomach just go make a noise.
We're trying to get an Uber, but we're still very confused.
Yeah. And I feel
so I called one of my friends, and they got us an Uber.
Yeah, and then I remember I was sick. I remember throwing up.
Yeah, you freaking.
That was before.
You can explain that.
That was before. The first time. It was before we got in the Uber. So after, it wasn't even that much. I was thinking maybe I'm alright, I've done it once. I should be fine. And then I remember just being in the car. And then I can feel it coming up again. So we're driving home at this point, and I can feel it coming up again. I remember you were in the front. You weren't in the back with me.
I was in the back with you.
Were you in the back with me?
Huh?
Were you in the back with me?
Yeah, you threw up on me.
Did I? Oh.
Well, it was very watery.
Oh. Yeah, because I literally just had a brownie and coffee that day. So yeah, so then I'm trying to not throw up because I'm thinking first off, I'm not trying to throw up again, and second off, we're in Dallas, everything's on a highway, so to get everywhere you have to go on the highway, And then third, I'm just thinking like the cleaning fee. I'm not trying to be, you know, dealing with a cleaning fee. So I was just trying to keep it in. But like, obviously, I'm thinking I'm being discreet, but I'm guessing you guys could just hear.
Yeah, I was trying not to draw too much focus because I didn't want us to get charged.
He kept asking for your number, you kept changing the subject.
Yep.
And he was like, oh, so can I have your number? And you were just like, just changing the subject.
Yep.
I can remember that.
Highly don't recommend other people
No.
to go to those levels.
Yeah. Did I just say like anyone who, because I think even Europe is like kind of still similar to kind of like UK measurements, but anyone from UK or Europe who was going out to America and is drinking like that in the UK, no baby, no.
New drinkers as well.
Yeah.
Like, those are things to take into consideration.
Yeah, the measurements are actually mad out there. Like, it's actually like poison out there. That's how I refer it to, poison. So I'd suggest...
That's what they call it.
They call it poison there as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of our story. Did you think it was a funny story though? We can always reminisce about.
You know, it was such a funny story. You were such a pleasure to go out with.
I'll close off the video. See ya. Any person from the UK or Europe who's gonna go and turn up in America, like, I'd say just drink in moderation. Like, I'd say you'll probably want to be drinking about half the amount that you'd usually drink in Europe or the UK, because like I said, the measurements are crazy. Like when you see those memes about a certain alcohol that will have you gone, like, it's serious. Like, they're telling the truth. If anyone from the UK or the Europe has gone out drinking in America, let me know what your experience was, and let me know if you actually did turn 20, if you did actually go to America to turn 21, and how was that for you. And yeah, I'm currently on 322 subscribers and trying to get my next short-term goal is to get to 330. So if you could subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, happy birthday to me, and I hope everybody has a fabulous September, because I feel like for me, like, the year starts in September. But yeah, till next time guys, bye.